Hey guys, this is Michael, and welcome to part 5 of the Snatcher playthrough. Exciting, I know. Try to contain yourselves. Anyway, the last few videos we found out a few things, like when Gibson called through Metal Gear, we found out that Gibson was in fact murdered. Then we went on and checked his jacket and everything, and then we found some clues. And once we went back to his desk, we also found things, and some of those things were A, a chess piece, B, a computer disk, C, a piece of paper that said check the house, and there was reference to Napoleon. So kinda in this that video was kinda slow. This is because basically we were looking for evidence. So in that video, once we finally got to Katrina's house, she made us ask questions. Like I said before, if anybody asks you questions about themselves or any kind of trivia or anything like that, look them up in Jordan. That's usually a 9 out of 10 times what you have to do. Very helpful. I'd avoid using a walkthrough to play this game as much as you can, because part of the discovery is just finding out and searching on your own. When in doubt, recheck the same thing more than once or twice. But anyway, now that we're here at Katrina's house, we're kind of checking the house like the note said basically, and just looking through stuff, asking Katrina. In this video, you're actually going to learn a lot about the Snatchers and stuff like that. This video is going to be a lot more interesting than the last one. Like this game, I wish I could tell you that when you're a Snatcher you get to blow up stuff all the time, but it's not always like that. So there are detective parts, and this is kind of where the game is now. Don't worry, the game speeds up. I enjoy this part personally. You actually get to know the characters a little bit better going through this, and like I said, put as much as you can into this game. This is one of those games, it's not really open-ended, but there's a lot of things that you're not actually required to do, but you can look up stuff. Even on Jordan, you actually can look up like the history of like the future. I know that's a weird thing, but they like have everything documented, how it like society and everything at that point, which is kind of cool. And that's something you don't have to do, it's just optional. Like talking to your wife on the video phone, you don't really have to do that, but it's optional, and you get to learn more about these characters. So one of the main things is you'll get more once you finish the game than you would like not doing everything. Like I try to read as much as possible and talk to people as much as possible, because it'll have a more emotional impact towards the end. As you can see, that note referenced the floppy disk. And I'll shut up so you can listen to this, excuse me. You don't have to read, you can just listen.
Snatcher investigation file. Why do Snatchers appear in the winter? Why are Snatchers nocturnal? I believe I have found the answer to these questions. Snatchers' vampire-like behavior is due to their desire to avoid exposure to sunlight. The reason they dislike sunlight is because of their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes overproduction of melanocytes in the epidermis of their artificial skin, leading to a form of skin cancer with the characteristics of melanoma. In other words, what we call simple sunburn is fatal to them. This relationship between ultraviolet rays and their artificial skin should give us a way to track them down. It should take at least 6 more months before they can develop a form of skin which overcomes this defect. These conclusions suggest several useful methods for locating and identifying Snatchers. 1. Investigate skin condition. Check for any evidence of melanoma. 2. Check for odor. Cancer cells secrete a unique foul odor. 3. The presence of pollen. Snatchers are believed to hide in areas plentiful in Snow 9, a snow-like bioengineered pollen crystal. As such, Snow 9 can always be detected in places they appear. Snow 9 is an allergen, causing throat pain and sneezing. 4. Possession of sunscreen. In order to protect their skin from ultraviolet rays, Snatchers use sunscreen even in the dead of winter. This is due to sunscreen's ability to block ultraviolet rays. Of these techniques, 1 and 4 should prove particularly useful. In addition, besides working to prevent this skin cancer, Snatchers maintain facilities for treating artificial skin which has actually become cancerous. I have succeeded in identifying the hospital where this is performed. P.S. Watch out for a bounty hunter named Random Hajil.
Alright, so that was a significant amount of information about the Snatchers that you will basically come across everything that was basically described on that little, I guess, I don't know what you would call it, like a spreadsheet or something, I don't know. This little file, who knows, I'm not here to be correct about everything. Anyway, yeah, so that definitely explains why Gillian Seed was sneezing when he was looking in that scrap pile. So, kids, reading can help. Also, another thing I might do later on is I've been recording this with and without commentary, so I might make ones without commentary videos. I might make some videos without commentary, that way basically if you don't want to hear me ramble the whole time.
Is there something out there?
A Snatcher, maybe. Katrina, you stay here.
Alright, sorry. I try to shut up when I talk because I know it's ADD. This is another reason why you might not want to hear me ramble the whole time. I might be talking over an important part. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't want to listen to me. I mean, you're only human. I have awesome things to say. I don't know about that. But anyway, I might do that. And if I do it, I'm gonna eventually, I know for a fact that this will get finished. This will be put on a playthrough, so if you don't want to watch reruns of 2.5 Men 5 million times every single night that plays over and over again.
It's just a crow.
Stupid bird.
You can basically watch this. It'll be like a sweet TV show. And I know if you want to read everything, because I know not everybody's going to play the game. It's kind of a hard game to get. So you can just read it and not have me talk the whole time, which is totally understandable. I might do it too. So yeah, not in the near future anyway, because I definitely want to get these videos up and have you guys watch these first, because the whole point of this channel is for me to run my mouth while playing a video game versus just watching a playthrough, because obviously you can probably see a playthrough of this game, you just won't have talking. And yeah, I can do that, but what would be the point to do the same thing somebody else did? So yeah, so it's different because it's me talking and it's my personal like thoughts and opinions of every part of this game. But I might actually put eventually like a Snatcher playthrough without commentary. And I don't typically do playthroughs, as you notice. This is the only one on here, but I just feel like I had to, because not a lot of people know about this game.
Let me give you my address and video phone number. Give me a call if anything comes up.
Thanks again, Mr. Seed. Take care.
Now the next part of this video is optional, but since if you don't have the game, obviously you're not going to see it. So I'm trying to show you not every single nook and cranny of the game, but I'm trying to get as much character out of everybody as possible so you can see. Plus I feel it makes more for an interesting video. So we're going back to Gillian's apartment and try to look for his wife's number so we can call her up on the video phone. And if you play this game, call up your wife often, because she actually does a lot of times have interesting things to say. A, and B, she holds a significant part of the story towards the middle and end of this. So get to know the characters, talk to the characters as much as you can, because you'll get more out of it story-wise and emotionally. At least that's how it was for me. You know, you might play this game not care about the characters, but I don't know how anybody couldn't like this game. But that's just my biased opinion. I actually heard something on the internet that, like, the creator, he like made references about Snatcher and stuff on his little Twitter blog thing or whatever he has. I don't know if it's on Twitter, but he has like a little blog. So I don't know whether it was misinterpreted or not, but it'd be so cool if they made a remake. You know, he must like this game somewhat, because there's like references of Snatcher and stuff like in Metal Gear and stuff like that. So we can only hope. I wouldn't expect it to be exactly like this game though. I don't think this type of game holds up particularly well for the average game player. There's definitely people out there that would love to play this kind of game. Like, I like it a lot, and maybe for a Nintendo DS audience, but a mass audience, I think they'd have to change the way the game runs to appeal to everybody. Otherwise, it'll be lost in obscurity just like this one, unfortunately. I just hope a lot of you guys get to see this and get something out of these videos. I know there hasn't been like a lot of hits on these videos, but it's just because nobody looks up Snatcher, because a lot of people don't know what it is. Apparently his wife was on a magazine with Olympic rings on it. I don't know why. I love like the characters in these types of games. They always have like a ridiculously attractive wife that you know, that or a girlfriend that you know that's like too good for them, but they're trying to appeal to an audience, so of course they're gonna make like all the women like ridiculously attractive. Genius, I say. Actually, it makes it hard to relate to, but nobody's gonna want to play a game most of the time that has ugly people in it. I mean, I would maybe, just because it'd be funny to play as the underdog, but the average person, I think, wants attractive people. I mean, I'm not going to argue having attractive people on the screen, but I think like normal looking people, like in a story-based game, like, I think it helps you get into it more. And I'm not saying like make the character ugly or anything, but like everybody's like perfectly, especially the women, they don't really do it that much with the guys most of the time. Too much. I mean, they used to, but, and they're starting to lay off with the girls. Like, they redesigned Lara Croft to try to look normal, stuff like that. But I don't know, like, I think it's good to start, like, if you have a story-based game, try to make your characters as human as possible. I know there's models and such things like that up there, but just get normal-looking people, design people that just look like people that you would meet in real life, or like, no, I think that helps a lot. I remember I got in an argument with this chick one time, not chick, with this girl one time, sorry. I have no respect for this girl, and I don't know, so that's why I said chick. So if there's girls watching, don't get offended. Anyway, like, she's like, wouldn't you want like a hot woman in like a movie or something like that? And I was like, I mean, yeah, she's good looking and whatever, but I was just like, I don't know, like, she couldn't grasp. But I think that when you're telling a story, having the most human, normal looking people, I hate to use the term normal, because what's normal, right? I know it's an age-old question, but just human people, I think, makes more of a relatable story. And I know there's a whole model crowd where everybody's really attractive and good looking. I've seen it before, like, especially like going out downtown and stuff like that, but the average person doesn't live that kind of lifestyle. And I think it's okay to have like really attractive people and stuff like that telling certain stories and stuff like that, but it's just so oversaturated. So like, especially with indie films and stuff like that that aren't super popular, I think that appeals to me more. One thing I'll give like Trauma, I know Trauma's not for everybody and they have some sick messed up films, but one thing I really like about Trauma is they would always get the goofiest, weirdest people, and it just makes, it's just so different. And I know it's cheap or whatever, but it's just such a breath of fresh air. And yes folks, I know I'm not even talking about, oh I started to saying about the way the characters look and stuff, and I think the character designs in this game are decent. I love the artwork and stuff like that. Like, I think it fits for this medium because I mean it's like anime based. Here we talk to Gillian's wife.
Oh, Gillian, how are you?
See, there's a lot of stuff you can ask, so you definitely find out more about him. But anyway, yeah, that's part of my commentary, rambling off about something else. It's fun. It's like watching two channels at once. And the more you talk to Jamie, you actually get different things she says, different pictures and stuff like that. I highly suggest you do it if you have the opportunity to play this game, because it really helps you get more into the story later on. And I'm not spoiling it for you. I'm not going to go any further than that. Oh, and you didn't have to use the restroom, all that stuff. I did that on purpose. That's not a requirement of the story. I just thought it'd be fun. Like, I'm trying to show you more than just a straight up playthrough, messing around. I'm not like one of those people that like play a game in like 10 seconds. Like, I like to get into it. I'm trying to show you as if you were sitting on the couch watching me play it or something like that. You can fast forward it. Like, you have that option if it turns out a little bit slow, but if you can read, because you might not have the chance to play this game, and it's, to me, one of the most influential games I've played in the medium, and one of the best times I ever had playing a game. Like, I remember that summer so vividly. And I apologize for my commentary being kind of off. I know I'm getting better at it, but I know, like, I just have brain farts, so I just pause and stuff like that. Or like, my English might not always be the best, because I kind of have like this weird stage fright thing I'm still trying to get over, because I know like anybody could be watching this, so sometimes it's not smooth. But if I don't think about it, it's easier. But I'm getting better at it. I'm not downplaying this channel either, so still watch the channel. It's pretty sweet. You can call it charm and quirkiness when I do those things. I actually prefer like somebody just talking, and if they pause, they can't think of something, let them do it. Like, it's more human. Like, I love classic gamer HD, but it's obvious they're reading scripts. If those people aren't reading scripts, they're like the best at improvisational reviews I have ever seen, but I'm pretty sure they're reading a script. Versus a lot of people that just talk while they're playing. And I appreciate both things. Like, the jokes are always usually better when it's like on a script, and the descriptions, and they actually say what they want to get out. But I like the organicness of just running your mouth while the game's playing. Plus, you get random things that sometimes aren't related to the game, like 75% of my videos. So yeah, definitely check out what Jamie has to say. Call her up. Be a good separated spouse. So those joysticks are begging to fly this thing. Why didn't they let me fly? That's just not fair. And Harry's sober again. Good for Harry. I wonder if he's earned a chip yet. That was a bad joke about Alcoholics Anonymous. Not everybody, I guess, would get that. Like, if you were drinking something named Napoleon, like, that'd have to be like the cheapest alcohol ever. It'd have to be like Ripple or something, or that Irish Rose stuff they sell like at the convenience mart. That's so bad, like that hobo one. Oh my gosh, I bet that's what Napoleon's like. Don't drink that, folks, by the way. It's not good. You can probably run your car on it. And polish your shoes and they'll shine like they'd never shined before. Some people use kiwi. Not me. I use Napoleon to shine my shoes. Now, I actually knew what the answer was to this because I played this part like 200 times, but I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about before on how to get your answers when you get stumbled on such things. And this is a perfect example. So class, listen up. Or watch, really. Better to watch.
Who the hell are you?
I'm an acquaintance of Gibson. I need some information.
You an investigator too, huh? Can't trust him. Alright, let's have the password.
The password?
He looks like a man that would smell like garlic. I have no idea why I think that. I just smell garlic in my mind when I see Napoleon's picture. Maybe that and pipe smoke. Yeah, Napoleon smells like garlic and pipe smoke. Alright, so you asked that question, you're like, what the heck is that? So we're gonna go to Jordan. Like I said, when in doubt, use Jordan. I never actually said that before, but I'm gonna start. Napoleon, I believe every time you talk to him, like if you have to meet him up, you gotta look up the same thing. So you figure out these answers pretty quickly. I think it's kind of annoying after I think they should have only made you look this up once, but I'm not going to complain because this is an awesome game on my top list of best games ever. Maybe one day I'll make that list. See, now you have this paragraph and the answers are hidden in this little paragraph. See, when he said the revolution, you can see is ended. You were just supposed to finish that quote. He'll ask other stuff, but it's all in this page. So you can write that down in your journal if you're actually looking at this video like it's a class, or you can just watch the video and watch it get played through. It's flexible. Also, another thing I highly suggest is either watch the video game or the video again. The video is again actually the whole playthrough, or B, if you have the game, play it again, because there's a lot of stuff that hints towards things in the game that you won't get unless you finish the game. So it's kind of like, oh, now I know why they said that, or that makes sense. So it's kind of enjoyable to play through it twice, in my opinion. Hopefully Napoleon will be a little bit more pleasant this time. I doubt it though. I like how the numbers actually had different sounds. That was a nice touch. Alright, we're getting close to the end of the video. I'm not going to turn off the video once I stop talking, but I want to stop talking before the video ends. So, yeah, this is part 5. Now that we see that we're going to meet up with Napoleon at Alton Plaza and find more in our investigation. And if you like this video, please subscribe. If you subscribe, thanks for watching. Keep up, and there'll be plenty of cool stuff to watch. There'll be more Snatcher playthrough videos until we end this, and other games. So take care, and thanks for watching again. Alright, bye.